Welcome to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jenny Bellinger. Badass Direct Sales Mastery is a podcast for rock star direct sales moms who are determined to make their business kick ass. Jenny will share her knowledge of effective sales and recruiting techniques, tips to get what you want from your business, and will interview direct sales professionals and leaders from various companies. The interviews will give insight to how these rock stars got to where they are and where they plan to grow in the future. And now, the direct sales dom, Jenny Bellinger.
Welcome to another episode of the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast. My name is Jenny Bellinger, and I am your direct sales dom. Today's episode is entitled, Are You a Masochist? If not, then stop the pity party. In BDSM, the M stands for masochism, or someone who receives pleasure from pain. Now keep in mind, this podcast is a safe space, so I hold absolutely no judgment. So if you do not identify as a masochist and you hold pity parties more often than birthday parties, there's a misalignment here. Now don't get me wrong, everyone is entitled to the occasional pity party. Because shit happens. Your pet dies, your partner gives up on your relationship, someone in your life decides to be an asshole and rain on your parade. That stuff hurts, and you should grieve. You're allowed to, as long as you don't make that pity party permanent. Of course, because this is a business-centered podcast, there are times when we as entrepreneurs hold pity parties. A team member quits, a hostess ghosts you, your spouse doesn't take your business seriously, your company changes its business model. Each of those situations, and the many more that I did not mention, sucks. They fall on various spaces on the spectrum of suck. So grieve accordingly. Review the situation, talk about it with someone who has an outside perspective. Learn what you can so you don't encounter that again. Unless you are a masochist, then sit and wallow in that pain. Get as much pleasure as you can from it. But if you aren't into the pain, then feel it as long as you need to, and then move on. As I've mentioned before, I'm not a sadist. I not only don't like to cause pain, I also dislike seeing others in pain. It is also incredibly hard for me to see others hosting prolonged pity parties. In fact, it is my job to snap my clients out of it and move on. I've never said, quit your bitchin', but I'm sure a couple clients had a feeling I was thinking it. Luckily, my clients are proactive about their business and their life. And when they can't see the road ahead, that's why they hired me. I saw a post on Facebook a few weeks ago. It talked about being a true dom, and here's what it said. Start quote. A true dom doesn't just take control of you or try to order you around. That's not dominance, that's bullying. A true dom is always respectful, will guide you, instruct you, encourage you, help you, and drive you to reach your full potential. Not in the bedroom, in life. A true dom will be the most supportive person you've ever met. They'll challenge you and teach you things about yourself that you never knew. They'll bring out the very best in you. End quote. Damn, that sounds a lot like a coach to me. So if you are not a masochist and you are sick of the pain, get a coach. Even if it's not me. Just know that as your direct sales dom, I'm here for you, and you can listen in anytime you want. Or join us on Facebook in the Badass Direct Sales Mastery community. When you're in there, you get access to me 24/7, as well as a supportive community of other hardcore reps working to dominate their business and whip it into shape. To join, visit badassdirectsalesmastery.com and click the community button. Get out of pain and stay tuned for another badass episode.
Thanks for listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jenny Bellinger. Why are you waiting to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com? Don't make the dom get her whip. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it with another rock star that you know in direct sales after you subscribe to the podcast so you won't miss any future episodes. You can also check out the show notes for links and any contact information mentioned in today's episode. We'll see you next time.